Hold up, big baby. Yeah, yeah. Whew. We do it all for the culture. Artists, business owners, yeah. You can forget what they told you. We the ones taking over, yeah. This for the grown and sexy. This for the ones who flexing. This for the people that keep it 100, yeah. This for the ones investing. Ain't no judgment here. We spreading nothing but love in here. Entrepreneurs to thugs in here. We got it out of the mud in here, yeah. Comedy podcast intertwined with some realism. This who they call on. Do me a favor, get out your feelings and put your big girl drawers on. What up, Lil'Ken?
Good evening, San Antonio, and welcome to a new episode of Put Your Big Girl Drawers On Comedy Podcast with my special guest, somebody famous, somebody big. I've been excited for this episode all week. We got famous Lil'Ken right here on my platform from Vegas.
Hey.
All the way from Vegas, man. Welcome home. How's it feel to be home?
I had to tap in with y'all.
Yeah, had to tap in.
Everybody. You already know. It feels good. It feels good. I actually had a little mishap last night. But other than that, you know, everything's good money.
Well, it's Saturday. We're not going to worry about Friday's mishaps. It's a whole nother day. And you're on Put Your Big Girl Drawers On Comedy Podcast. Man, welcome home. I know it's been a minute since you have been home. How's it feel? How's it feel back in Afghanistan?
Oh, man, it's it's amazing. It's amazing always. You know, when I come home, the type of reception I get, the type of feedback I get from everything I've been doing and doing currently, I still can't believe it because it's been so long. It's been over 20 years and people still resonate with the things I'm doing now, the stuff I did in the past. So I'm like, you know, still honored, man. You know what I mean? That to still have this type of presence.
Right, and you've been making your way around San Antonio. You mean you just did an interview with Mozzie's World. You were at Upstage Comedy Lounge, so you're kind of going back into the territories where you're familiar with.
Oh yeah. Well, and I went into unfamiliar territories. That's what was the mishap. The mishap wasn't nothing crazy. I went to the comedy club last night and I called myself trying to be a comedian, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking up your craft, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me write this joke. I got this joke, I prepared, and I got on stage, and I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I had it ready, and I went through it all, and boom, throwing tomatoes. They was just,
is that why you're wearing red today?
Yeah, right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and I got through it, though. But, you know, it was cool.
It's okay. I guess we kind of switched places last night then, because while you were on stage trying to be a comedian, I was doing the Texas Challenge. You know what I mean? So, and just to recap, I'm not a rapper. I'm a trapper. But, you know, I had to do it for the culture for the one time. So it was pretty cool. I worked on it for like 2 hours, and it got to a point where I was like, man, I don't need the phone to remember my own lyrics. So it was cool. I had a blast doing this. So
everybody doing it. So you know, it's a part of the new wave and culture right now. He really got it. So
are you gonna tap into the? I seen you kind of talk about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. You know, I'm thinking about it. It's got such much energy right now, man. It's just like I don't even know if any more can be added to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's already done its thing. Like,
and the cool part is that like everybody has their own flow with it too. Like everybody's different. Somebody's done like a Hispanic version. You know what I mean? There's been country's version. You know what I mean?
I saw somebody singing on it too.
Right. See, and that's why I kind of try to make it about my podcast a little bit too. I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna come off as a comedian with it, kind of stick to the roots that I already know. So it's pretty freaking cool. It's pretty freaking cool. But and again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to have you on my platform. Like this is big to me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this will open more opportunities to have more artists feel comfortable to be like, oh well, yeah, you could go chill with Lil'Ken. She cool people.
That's what we're here for.
She cool people. So I have questions for you.
Let's get to it.
I be feeling like pleading the fifth. Like we pleading.
I ain't pleading nothing.
Like we playing that game, pleading the fifth.
Yeah, we putting everything on the table right now. So.
Putting everything on the table. So and even if it is mishaps, we good.
We're gonna get around it.
Right. So everybody knows you've done music. You've been doing music for a long time. You know what I mean? What year do you think? I'm gonna try to learn you a little bit. What year do you think you started music?
About right after high school.
Yeah,
so I graduated in 01. I'm showing my age, but right after high school.
Right after high school? Okay.
I was rapping in high school. I wasn't recording, but I would freestyle like on the bus and lunch.
Did you ever do the talent show?
Nah, I never did that.
Oh man, you should have did that.
Yeah.
I bet you anything, you shut the whole school down.
Nah,
Talk about tomatoes flying, there would have been a food fight. Right, especially if the teacher's trying to interview me. Get the fuck out the way, man. Let that man rap.
Straight up. I thought about that. I thought about going back and just rapping to my teachers now. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I think that would be actually a good idea. You know what I mean? Give the kids a little inspiration. You know what I mean? Like I've been where you've been, so let me show you that just because you're here, that don't mean you can't get to where I am. You know what I mean? And we come from the same exact place.
Absolutely.
So it's pretty cool that you've done that. And you've done a lot of music. You've done music with 12 G's. Libola, King Kali. Tell us how that's been. Like those are huge artists, especially down here in San Antonio.
Yeah. I mean, we all kind of started together. You know what I mean? Like
Third Degree. You know?
Yeah. Like it was kind of like, you know, well, with Third Degree, it was a transition because I started with a group called Belly Proof before Third Degree, and we all from the Northwest side, so we all in the same mix. We all know each other,
right?
And then, you know, once we transformed and got everybody clicked up and you know, aligned, that's when the wave started happening. That's when we started seeing more progress. We started, you know, collaborating with more Houston artists and Dallas artists, and you know, getting our names in different areas of Texas,
right?
And then, you know, from there we just kept growing and growing. So.
And I feel like at that time too, y'all were able to come together versus now how in the music scene is in San Antonio, it's hard. It's hard to get these groups of artists. Yes, it's hard to get these group of artists to come together.
Why is this, Lele?
I don't know. I'm not a rapper. I am a trapper. I don't know. That's why I asked you, sir. But yeah,
egos in politics, man. Egos in politics.
Well, there you go. Look, now I know. Look, egos in politics. There. Yep. That's what's wrong. But yeah, like y'all were able to come together with whether if y'all had differences or whatever, y'all were able to put it to the side and actually come together and work outside the box. And that's just.
But that's what creates movements. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have a movement with a soloist. You know what I mean? Like you have to have a collective of artists, and all got to be pushing in one direction, and then you get the supporters to latch on to that and just keep it going. Like a lot of people try to do it on their own. They want to be the chief. They don't want to have anybody a part of what they're doing, so they can, when they get to the end of the road, they can say, I did it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that story that happens so rare that you hear that story that it's like it might as well not remember that. You know, the only people that really get there is collectively. You got help. You got people that support you. You know what I mean? You put it all in the pot, you stir it, and then you pop. You know what I mean?
It takes a team, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. It really does take a team. Yeah. So since you've collabed with them, is there any new artists from San Antonio, you know what I mean, that you're going to see and hear about and stuff that you would like to collab with next? Because, you know, the music scene has gotten bigger. Yeah. There's a lot of culture in San Antonio too. So
yeah, all of them. Like I said, I'm from a different era, so this new era, especially now, this generation, man, I love it. It's a lot of talent. It's not really one specific artist or one specific, you know, person I want to link in with, because I just look at it like I'm just proud that y'all were able to get to this space. But I just hope that, kind of like we were just talking about, they all find a way to put the ego to the side, put your pride to the side, collaborate with the people that actually have motion in the city. Because once you do that, then you'll start seeing waves outside the city. Because people a lot of times just feel like it's comfortable in being the biggest in the city. They just want to say, I'm the biggest in San Antonio. It's like, that ain't. Right. Well, I can't say that's nothing, but for me, that's nothing.
Right, and that even goes for a comedian. Like, I don't plan on being the biggest in this city, but I'm gonna tell you what, I plan on doing stuff that other comedians haven't done. That's why I did That's why I did the Texas challenge. You know what I mean? Like, what San Antonio comedian, you know, just gonna come off the dome like that? Like, let me surprise y'all, woman of many talents. So I feel like we all need to get together, put all the anger and stuff to the side, because at the end of the day, we all trying to reach the same goal, just about different ways. Yeah. We all have different roads we got to take to get where we want to be.
Definitely.
So, most of it. You said you want to collab with everybody.
I mean, I know. Hell no, I don't want to collab.
That's why I had to, that's why I had to run that question right back.
I don't want to collab. I know I support everybody. I support everyone that's doing music. I hope you continue on your path. But rapping with me is not something you want to do.
Right. And why is that? Why do they not?
Well, you know, because if I actually decide that I want to propel past anybody's whatever they're doing on that song, I'll do that, and then I'll be the person that's like, who's that on the song?
Right.
And then they feel like they got left out, and it wasn't on purpose.
Right.
It's just how I do.
Right. So would you do a song with me since you see mine from Texas?
Yeah, let's get it.
Oh, look, see, he'll do a song with me first before y'all. So I'm in there. Put your big girl drawers on. I'm not a rapper. I'm a trapper. And you know, I'm gonna get that hashtag now. Okay, nobody. That's mine now. I'm not a rapper. I'm a trapper.
There you go.
But yeah, trademark on it. So, taking it back a little bit, along with your music, we're gonna kind of take it way back. So, Chameleonaire. Tell us about those times, you know what I mean, when you had won a contest, or I believe it was a song or something with Chameleonaire. Mm-hmm. Give us more of that.
Well, I know Chameleonaire from the underground. So even when we was with Third Degree doing music, like he would come to the city and sell his own mixtapes, and we kind of built a relationship then. Mm-hmm. So he knew about me then, and once he signed his deal with Universal Records, he was looking to sign other artists. You know what I mean? So he can get more push with the label. Along that same time, I happened to be coming home and I was working on music, and I had a lot of stuff in the chamber. And like I said, we already had a relationship. So I sent him the music, and I hit him up. I was like, "Hey, let me get on one of your new mixtapes. I'm trying to get myself back out there." He was like, "Shoot me the music. You know, let me see what you're working with." So I shot it over to him, and he hit me back quick and was like, "Man, like, who you signed to right now?" You know what I'm saying?
And that was gonna be my next question. Like, how was that experience? You know what I mean? Because there's not a lot of rappers, especially from down here in San Antonio, that got to experience that. So I know it was like kind of, to me, that'd be nerve wracking a little bit. You know what I mean?
It was surreal. No, it was surreal because I'm not gonna pretend like he isn't who he is. You know what I'm saying?
This is Chameleonaire we're talking about.
Yeah. So he was my favorite artist. Before that, just as a rapper, to me being a lyricist from Texas, him being a lyricist from Texas, like I already saw him in that light, and to be signed, to his company is like
he had every 10-year-old riding dirty in Texas. Every 10-year-old, you couldn't tell us nothing. You know what I mean? Even with them little, remember them plastic orange and yellow cars, or those red and yellow? Man, swerving down the highway. And we didn't even have Bluetooth in the car yet.
Straight CDs.
Yeah, straight CDs, man. They don't know.
Nah,
they don't know.
Yeah, them times, man. Like I said, I really I try to be as conscious as possible. When I enter certain spaces, so I can take in what's going on. And throughout all that, man, it was like damn near like it wasn't real. You know what I mean? Because we on tour buses, we on planes, we on hotels, we get drivers, we get room service. Like, it's like, damn, what is this going ever?
I'm a star. I'm with famous Lil'Ken.
Yeah. So that was cool. It was cool. Like, and like I said, I enjoyed it, and I took it all in. You know what I mean? So.
And did y'all ever do a song together? Like, how did that go about it?
We got a lot of songs.
You got a lot of songs?
Yeah.
Well, why I ain't got them?
You ain't heard of? Oh, no. I'm on every mixtape he put out.
You're fired. You're fired.
You missed the wave, man. You missed the wave.
You're older than me.
Yeah,
I'm a 90s baby. Look, I'm a 90s baby.
Yeah.
But I am the last of a real era. So I take it. I take it. I got a little bit of
Y'all generation is a little interesting, but y'all getting better. I see y'all shaking up.
Interesting. I know that.
Hey. That's what's up.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Let me stop. Oh my god. Okay, so and speaking of music, you also have new music dropping soon too.
Yeah.
Speaking of a superstar that you've been feeling like, and it'll be out on all platforms on the 14th, on April the 14th. Yes.
414, superstar. Me and 12 G's on the beat. 12 G's is a producer on the North Side.
Shout out to 12 G's.
Man.
Very well known. Very well known.
Yeah. And this is a banger. This is one of them bangers. You know what I'm saying? People, I think, kind of get it conflated like I'm pushing a single. You know what I mean? It's not a single. It's just some street. You know what I mean? Like song for the city. Ride to when you get out the club. You're going to want to put it on and turn it up. And you know what I'm saying? It's one of them vibes that, and I'm wrecking.
And I know that's right. And that's the thing. Like, we need to support everybody, whether it be R&B for mob. It don't matter if it's a challenge or whatever. Like you said, we all just need to come together and support everybody, because then that's how we're going to get recognized and then actually start making movement for the city outside the state, So it's just, it's hectic. It's hectic out here. It's stressful. And I'm not even in the music scene. And it's hectic. I get a headache. I'll be like, let me get off Facebook. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit.
I try not to inject myself into none of that foolishness and nonsense, you know what I mean? Because I'm really just about the bars and music. Like, if it come to battling and rap, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll do that. Like
8 Mile shit.
Yeah, I'll do that all day, because that's how I started. Like, I started on stage battling artists out here. You know what I mean? Like, going back and forth. And so I love that. Like, the competitive part of rapping. But that shit talking and, you know, competitive, just trying to be the number one guy and all that, you got to prove that through music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing, y'all be like, man, why you doing all this talking? But then at the same time, y'all see me back it up with the sound. You know what I mean? Like, and I see y'all do a lot of talking and I don't hear the sound. So, yeah, I think that's kind of the catalyst to the, you know.
Right. So when do you think we could see, when do you expect to drop Superstar?
Superstar gonna be out next week. I'm actually, tonight I'm gonna debut it at Hip Hop Art and Soul event of it's at AB Expression tonight.
AB Expression.
So I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be with DJ Hypnotic. We're gonna spin it. You know what I mean? Let everybody get a feel for it. And then next week it'll be online on all platforms.
On all platforms?
Yeah.
Right. I get to get it first, right? I don't want to wait.
Yeah, man, come on, Lele.
Look, she got my email already. I'm ready.
You know.
I'm ready.
You know
I'm ready. Right.
So on the inside.
Well, I'm in the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I'm like the cream and a zipper or whatever they call it. Maybe the white cream in the zipper. You know the good old feeling.
Back up.
Right.
Yeah.
And aren't you single? Tell the ladies I heard you were single too.
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard you were single.
Man. Well, this my
like philosophy. The devil is a lie.
This is my philosophy on that. Nah, for real. My philosophy is one or two things. You either married or you're single. You know what I'm saying? So what I will say is I'm not married.
Right. I'm not married either.
You know? Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm not married either.
That's what I will say. You know?
Do you plan to get married? Do you see yourself being married?
I can see myself being married, but I don't plan it. You know what I mean? Like it's not a plan of mine, but if it worked out in the right timing, in the right setting, I can see it.
Do you think your soulmate is here in San Antonio? That look was priceless. That should be a meme.
I've been here for so long.
That should be a meme.
I've been living in San Antonio for something, you know, so it's like, you know, anything's possible.
Right. And currently you're living in Vegas right now.
Yeah.
So how's the scenery of women from Vegas to San Antonio?
Oh, man. Well, everybody in Vegas working. From what I see, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, he basically said y'all hoes broke down here. God damn.
I'm talking about working that strip. So
that's the nice way to say it.
So when I it's hard. I don't even try to figure it out, decipher. If I see you walking down the street and you looking kind of like, I'm just gonna assume like, oh, you working. You trying to.
You working. She got a big
trying to catch the line. Yeah, you trying to pull some. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even really pay too much attention out there. When I be out there, I be just trying to lock in.
Right. And actually, have you met some Las Vegas artists out there? Like, have you done any work with them out there too?
Not necessarily the artists, but like the scene. So the engineers and the producers and the podcasts. Like I've been mixing and minging. So my plan from here, once I go back, is to just you'll see me pop on different platforms out there. You know what I mean? Like so I'll be promoting the Superstar, and you know you just see me in different settings with whoever they got going on out there. I'll be in the mix with them.
Right. And when do you plan on coming back home for a little bit? Or you're not too sure yet? Or?
I'm not sure. I'm always back and forth though. You know what I mean? So whenever there's some business to take care of or something that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because it don't necessarily have to be like, booking or something. It's like if I look at it, it's like okay, that makes sense for me to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like or it makes sense for me to show my face. Like I just pop up.
I know that's why when I got the opportunity to have you on my podcast, I was like, me? What little old lady? You want to be on me?
Nah, don't do that.
No way. I was like, shucks, I'll take it though. I was like, I'll take it. And like I said, that was an opportunity for me to grab. So like I said, I'm definitely blessed to have you here on my platform. Like I've been excited. Like I've been sitting there doing. I'm like, that's why I had to ask. Like, what questions could I ask? What topics could be? Because I haven't met you. This is my first time actually physically meeting you. So it's just like I wanted to make sure I don't step on no toes because it could get a little hectic out here in Texas.
I handled it all.
He's like, look. Can you handle it all?
I got you.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
I got it covered.
I don't think you're ready for it. I don't think you're ready for it. That's a challenge.
I got it covered. I'm telling you. I've been doing this for a long time.
I mean, I haven't been doing it for a long time, but obviously I can run a good game,
Hey, two pair of lips to anything. That's what I was
It takes one to know one.
Hey,
not too far behind, huh? But let people know where they can find you at, follow your music at. I know you have a YouTube, of course. Let the folks know, let your fans know.
Search Famous Lil'Ken on anything. I'm going to pop up Instagram, Famous Lil'Ken, Famous 210 on Facebook, YouTube channel, Official Famous TV. You're going to see a bunch of content coming on that channel pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing different skits and stuff now. So that's kind of my thing now. I don't know if you've seen that. Like, just been showing my personality more and just getting myself familiar with this new crowd of people.
Right. Because like I said, there's definitely a lot of new stuff within the mix of how it was for you back in the 80s and stuff. So times have changed.
She said that. Damn, she gonna put. And I don't know if that was a joke or not, y'all. She said the 80s like I wasn't born in the 80s.
Hold on, let's rewind this because back in the day you said my generation. So I'm born in the 90s. So the 90s before me was the 80s. I mean, unless you were in the 70s, I was trying to give you a little leeway.
Appreciate you.
Well, look, he's the 80s baby.
Appreciate
We're just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, it is.
And then the last question. What made you want to add Famous in front of Lil'Ken? Because I'm pretty sure it was just Lil'Ken for a while at first. What made you want to add Famous in front of that?
Well, actually, that's an interesting story. I actually went away for 2 years. I was at Bastrop FCI.
He was a bad little kid. He was a bad little kid.
So I was there, and while I was in there, I was trying to reinvent myself. You know what I mean? So I did a lot of different things as far as like my skill is concerned. Like I started writing without a pen. You know what I mean? So that's where I picked up that aspect.
So that's more your thing is freestyle. You love to freestyle.
It's not even necessarily a freestyle. It's just how you train. I train my brain to be able to write verses without writing it down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like that.
But he can remember his lyrics.
Yeah, like
he can remember his lyrics.
So in the process of that, I was like, I just felt like I needed something more to my name, like more like pow when you hear it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And plus I was coming home, so I just wanted to just reintroduce myself to the community. Yeah, so Famous just made sense because even if people think it's like I wanted to be famous, like I guess what a celebrity would be. It's like, nah, like I just am that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just that. Like
right,
if you from San Antonio and if there's anyone watching this that knows me, like y'all know. Like you know what I mean? It's like I'm not the only famous one. It's not just me, but you know, y'all know.
Laylay's famous now because I got Lil'Ken on here. Famous Lil'Ken.
What that wow.
Wait, I thought you called me Lil Bow Wow. He don't call me Lil Bow Wow.
I ain't got no joke, no.
I got an official name in the game now.
My comedy career is over.
Right.
No more jokes for me.
Right, and just hold on. He said I could be on his song, so watch out. There's more freestyles coming from comedian Lele Marie. And again, I'm not a rapper. I am a trapper. All right. Anything else you want to say before we head into head into the weekend?
Oh yeah, San Antonio. Once again, I appreciate all the love and support y'all always show me. You know what I'm saying? My clique, raw business, cock and lock. So San Antonio, front line. It is what it is. Northwest superstar on the way.
Right, and thank you everybody for tuning this. And once again, support your local rappers. Go follow this famous Lil'Ken right now. Superstar dropping in a few days. Gonna be on all platforms. Make sure y'all support your local artists.
Hey.
We out.
Hold up, big baby. Yeah.